A Maharashtra BJP MLA Ram Kadam has taken potshots at the former Uddhav Thackeray government. He's taking these potshots over the convicted terrorist Yakub Memon. You remember Yakub Memon is a convicted terrorist for his financial involvement in the 1993 Mumbai bombings. Now what the BJP is saying is that after Yakub Memon's body was buried in a cemetery in Mumbai, it earlier was a normal grave. But according to the BJP, during the Maha-Vikas Aghadi government of Uddhav Thackeray, the grave was given the form of a tomb. You had tiles that were installed, lighting was done around the tomb, and the BJP is now raking this issue up. They're saying, why is this terrorist being glorified? Take a look at what he had to say, then we'll connect with a reporter for the actual details.
हमारा दुश्मन मुल्क पाकिस्तान वो मुंबई में बमकांड कराए याकूब मेमन उसका आरोपी है। उसकी कब्र जब मजार बन रही थी तो उद्धव ठाकरे खामोश क्यों थे? उनके खामोशी के पीछे क्या राज था? उद्धव ठाकरे समेत राहुल गांधी और शरद पवार जी को भी इस बात का जवाब देना होगा कि ये कुकर्म के पीछे उनकी मंशा क्या थी।
Okay, my colleague Vinaya Deshpande is with us on the phone right now to bring us more details on this entire story. She's our Mumbai bureau chief. We'll go over to her to understand more. Vinaya, are you able to hear me?
Yes, Toya.
All right, Vinaya. Sorry, Vinaya, we just wanted to ask you two questions. The first, if you could tell our audiences, what accuracy is there to these claims that Ram Kadam is making? Has there actually been a change in the grave from the way it was, and was it actually ordained by a certain government? Could you tell us that, and then could you also give us more context? What could be the BJP's possible reasoning in raking this up right now?
Well, Yakub Memon, he was buried at the Bada Kabristan graveyard. As we all know, what the BJP has alleged is that this is a BMC-controlled graveyard, which allegedly has given five-star treatment to Yakub Memon's grave. Now, why does the BJP say so? It claims that it was turned into a tomb, that there was elaborate arrangements that were made around it. In fact, we've been able to access visuals of the tomb as well today morning, where it is shown that, this isn't it isn't like any other grave that we see. There is a separate way in which it has been encased. So the claim of the BJP is that by doing this, and since it is a BMC-controlled graveyard, and since the Shiv Sena, which is led by Uddhav Thackeray, controls the BMC, that is why the BJP has claimed that it is the responsibility of both Uddhav Thackeray and Aditya Thackeray that they have allegedly insulted Hindutva. In fact, the BJP has now demanded an apology, not just from Uddhav Thackeray, but also from Rahul Gandhi and Sharad Pawar, because the NCP and the Congress were also in alliance. The claim ostensibly lies on the assumption that since the graveyard is controlled by the BMC, the fact that it was being turned into a tomb should have been taken note of and should have been stopped, because this is, the BJP says, clearly in support of people who are terrorists and who have been hanged because of terror-related activities. Yakub Memon, remember, was also Dawood's aide and was one of the convicts in the 1993 bomb blast. So the claim of the BJP is that since it is a BMC-controlled graveyard, the Bada Kabristan, and since the grave itself has been given a five-star treatment in terms of being turned into a tomb, that is why not only does it show that the Shiv Sena is not patriotic, but the BJP has also now demanded an apology from Rahul Gandhi, Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray. Remember, this comes ostensibly on the background of the BMC polls that Mumbai is going to witness within a few months from now, and that is why we see politics heating up over several issues in Mumbai, the richest corporation in the country.
So Vinaya, we have run out of time, but I will come back to you to ask you this question when we can later in the day today. I do want to understand from you, I know this tweet came out late last night, I want to understand what response has come in from either the municipal corporation or the Shiv Sena. Are they on their back foot right now? We'll connect with you again to understand more on this. Right now, though, we do need to move on